Morning twilight over Mount Royal 150 years ago. The old St. Lawrence sweeping by. Far in the east, a few points of light are beginning to frame again the picture that entranced the soul of Cartier on a September morn in 1535. It is the hour of morning mass. A score of French and friendly Indians are passing into the tower on a hill to join a score already within the rude church. A dusky Indian priest is chanting the service in a monotone. Dais erke dais elia. Dais erke dais elia. Sovet saclum in favilla. The priest starts. The second line was not uttered by him. He walks toward the curtain of skins at the side of the altar. He steps behind it. The audience hears a few muttered sounds. 3 or 4 minutes pass. The curtain sways. The candles flicker. The priest resumes, but almost inaudibly. The dim torches flame above the kneeling worshippers. Heads are bent in reverent attitude, all heads but one. This one, a woman's. She moves quickly in the upper gallery. She climbs to the highest stair in the darkest corner. She leans on the rail directly above the priest. She gazes downward with fevered interest. Et ne nos inducas in tentazione. Et ne nos inducas in tentazione. Comes in a whisper from below. The acolyte makes no response. His eyes were fixed on the space above. The suspense is painful. The priest moves uneasily. He starts to speak, but the sound is lost in the thrum of a bowstring. The words end in a low gurgle as he falls backward with an arrow sticking in his breast. Allons, cries the acolyte, pointing to the gallery. Murder, shout the others. Allons, cries the acolyte, pointing to the gallery. Murder, shouts the others. Sacrilege, answers Allons. It is no priest. I have killed a traitor. The murder was done behind the curtain, and thus it was. A half-civilized Huron courier had stolen, even to the altar, to spy upon his enemies. The true priest was found beyond the curtain of the skins. He had been struck with a blunt weapon and stripped of his vestments. The bone handle of a knife stood out straight from his heart. This has been A Mass for the Dead, written by John James Meehan and published by Short Stories, a magazine of select fiction, Volume 10, 1892. Narrated by Conan Stewart for Tales Reawakened on YouTube.